It's a job, and I commend the mothers. I commend the fathers, because somebody had to do it. It's not gonna be me though. I'm sorry. Somebody really had to bring the next generation here, and I just thank you for truly bringing our generation here. Hey family, what's up? Getting so excited, just so excited. Hey family, what's up? It's Tara Chantel, and I've been wanting to do this video for a while now, but I got some time today. Let's talk about it. Why I am choosing to live a child-free life by choice. You hear that? By choice. You can decide how you want to live your life. And that's the freedom that we have. That's the free will that God has given us, that we can decide how we want to live our lives. And I realize that we sometimes just do what we are just told to do. As an adult, we feel like life is all about just getting a job, getting married, and having kids, and happy ever after. That's your life, and that's your business, right? But we never actually analyze and have the self-awareness and actually get to know ourselves to realize, is that really what I want to do? Do I really want to be responsible for another life? Do I truly just want to travel the world, live my best life, and live the life that I was called to live? And you know what? As me really getting to know myself more and more, I'm on my Mother Teresa, y'all. Let's be clear. I'm out here on my Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa did her thug thizzle for us as humanity. And I realized when you have such a huge calling on your life, you have to take responsibility. And sometimes you have to sacrifice your own wants and your own desires to truly help other people. And you got to understand, just because I am choosing to have a child-free life don't mean I don't like kids. I'm living my life as a role model for the youth, to teach the youth, to truly be an example for the youth, so I can have all this energy and all this love so I can give it to the youth. But first, you have to recharge and give it to yourself. So it has to be a balance, you feel me? So when I get home, now I have quiet time, you feel me? My home is clean. I can collect my thoughts. I can meditate. I can sleep, because I just gave so much of my energy, so much of my battery to children that's already here. And we have to realize that I don't have to just have a child come out of me in order to love them. And that's what I feel like we try to label things as selfish and whatever you want to label me as. But I feel as though I am capable to love other people's children. I am more than capable. I don't have to just have a child come out of me in order to love them. I can love a child the same exact love for my own, because I took the time to love myself. And I feel like that is the key thing. When you take the time to know yourself, to really like yourself, to like who you are and what you're looking at in the mirror, you're in love with the thoughts that you hear yourself speaking about, because you speak life, you give life, you move with love, you lead with love. And now the world just shifts around you because you vibrate on a higher level. And that's when the position I am in right now, because I am at a stage in my life where I'm loving life. I'm loving life. I'm moving different. And I really see myself doing what God called me to do here. It's very selfish sometimes that we feel like, oh, I want to have kids of my own, but then I still want to do me. I believe if I have a child, my world stops. I'm not going to live my dream no more because this child did not ask to be here. So now I'm going to live and help this child live out their calling and their dream and give everything over for this kid to live out their best life. Give all my money, all my time. Because in the end, the kid runs it. The kid runs your life. You can't just move how you want to move when you got a kid. The kid is running you. When the kid wakes up, you got to be up. When the kid ready to go to the bathroom, you got to go to the bathroom. When the kid don't want to do something, you're not going to do it. Because the kid really be bossing these parents around. And I want to be responsible for myself. I want to truly live out the highest calling on my life. And I feel like that's what I want to do with this life that I got here. I want to give it all up for this. And it's not selfish. And I feel like we should not label ourselves as being selfish when we choosing ourselves. Because I'm hearing a lot of people with kids, the reason why they got kids is because they don't want to die alone. Ain't that selfish? That is so selfish. You don't want to die alone, so you're going to have a kid to take care of you when this kid has their own life. And we have to also understand, because I'm on a spiritual level, just because this kid comes through me, I don't own this child. This child has the free will to do whatever they want to do, be whoever they want to be, and I can't control them. And I don't know how I feel about that, because if a kid don't want to do what I tell them to do and want to be corrupt by this wicked world, be manipulated by this world when I'm trying to tell this kid the right direction, hey, I don't know. You want to put my hands up, but I understand myself, and I realize that. So we have to understand that these kids don't even belong to us in the end. These kids belong to God. I was just the vehicle to get this kid on this material realm so they can live out their existence here. And I realized that. And a lot of times people also have kids for their legacy. And I'm like, that's also selfish. So when we think about it, we can throw out the selfish card all we want. I can call you selfish. You can call me selfish because you want kids because you want this kid to have your legacy. And I don't want kids for my own reasons. So I feel like we have to analyze, why do we do certain things we want to do? But that's when you take the time to stand on your truth, to stand on what you want to do. So a lot of times people will say they want kids because they want this child to live out their legacy. And I'm like, whoa there. This kid don't want to do what you do. This kid don't want to do what you do. You gotta put that on you. You cannot give all that expectation to a child that truly was called to do something else. So that will just leave you depressed when a kid just is not gonna listen, because also kids don't listen. Kids gonna do what they want to do, and I don't know how I feel about that. Because if my child don't be listening to me when I'm telling them not to do what they should be doing, hey, I understand the stress levels. It's gonna go all over the place. So I want to live out my legacy for me. I don't want to give a child to live out my legacy and be remembered by a child. So, a child came, so you're my legacy. No, I have to woman up and do what God called me to do and do my legacy here and be remembered for Tara Chantel. Not because I had some kids. Not at all. So I think we have to take responsibility of our own life and stop trying to make an excuse like, oh, let me have this kid because I don't want to die alone. I want them to live my legacy. I want them to be many me's. That's also selfish. That's also selfish. And you know what's really selfish? Bringing a kid in this hot mess right now. Right now, we are in Corona. We are in COVID-19. We are under rules and regulations. We are in lockdown. We are truly enslaved. Honestly, we over here walking around with masks on. We over here can't do what we want to do. We can't travel for real. We can't even hug people. Why would I bring a kid in this mess? This world is so wicked. This world is so chaotic. And I just be saying to myself, oh my God, why in the world we got kids walking around with face masks on? Why in the world do we got kids in school with face masks? And that's another thing. I believe if I have a child, if a child comes out of me, I'm going to take full care of this child. I'm not going to give it to the school system. I'm going to homeschool this child. I'm going to truly raise this child. I'm not going to have a babysitter. I'm going to be with this child. I'm going to be a full active parent. But I can't do that and do the type of work that I want to do. So sacrifices has to come, because it either I do have this work, then my child is going to be left out. But then if I have this child, then my work is going to be left out. You can't be everywhere at once. Even though as women we feel as though we are superwomen, but something is going to lack in the end. So I realize I have to just make a sacrifice in my life to truly just be on my Mother Teresa. Be a nun out here and really just truly leave this world a better place than it was. Obviously, you know, we don't know where this world is headed, but bringing a seed in this mess is truly selfish for me. Like, the kid gonna come out and have to wear a mask to pull newborn, and I just don't got time. And it's a lot of times, like, I don't have a stress level while I'm choosing to have a child-free life. If my kid is not in my sight, I'm just thinking about all the what ifs. I want to protect them. I want to keep them safe, but you have to let them fly. You have to let them be them and understand that God is protecting them. See, and I just want that mental space in my head that I don't have to worry about somebody else. I want them to just be free. But that's a lot. And I give mothers credit because your mind can wonder, the self-doubts if your kid is not in your presence. And you just thinking, oh my goodness, is my baby okay? Can I call my baby? You know, it's a lot of thoughts. I don't wanna. And another thing, I realize when I have been observing the parents that has kids, they really mean to their kid. I be like, oh my God, why is this mama so mean to the baby? Because the kid did not ask to be here. And kids are so innocent, such a blessing. And they so cute from a distance. You know, they so cute to me because I don't got them. But then the fact that parents truly be so mean to their child is beyond me. It's truly needs some self-evaluation for the parent, because you have to understand that this child did not ask to be here. So why are you mad at this child for existing when you chose to lay down and have them? But a lot of times these kids be an accident. You feel me? They don't be planned out. So in the end, we have to take responsibility as a parent. And I realize when I get this question and when parents ask me, do you have kids? They always tell me to wait. And I take that as, okay, don't have them. Like, that just, you even as a parent, parents be telling me, don't have kids, don't rush it, wait for it, don't do it. I be like, I'm going to take that advice. You feel me? I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it because I understand the responsibility, the duty it has to having a child, especially as a black woman, because we're gonna be fully active in our child's life, and we're gonna end up losing ourselves to take care of this child. And it's already kids here that needs my help. So I'm going to help the kids that's already here. To be real, I'm already going to help the kids. Kids is going to be all around me. But I am much more at peace being child free. And I'm also not married as well. Now I'm like realizing more and more who I am I gonna get married? You know, that's up in the air. That's up in the air, because I realize my mind has changed from having a huge wedding. I don't even mind, let's just go to the courthouse, because all of this material stuff don't matter to me. Like, a lot of stuff don't matter to me no more. And I feel like as kids, we got this image about how life is supposed to be. You gotta get married, have this big wedding, have kids, have a house, and have white picket fence. And I'm like, my spirit is too free. My spirit is too vibrant to be boxed in, to be in a routine, to not just move how I want to move and when I want to do what I want to do. I want to travel. I want to see the world. I want to sleep in. I want to learn. I want to learn about me. I want to spend time with my thoughts. I want to meditate. I want to love on God. There's so much stuff I want to do while I have time here. And I'm going to do it. And I'm going to do it. You can call it selfish, and I call it self-love. Because once you are in this position of truly loving yourself, like, a huge shift happens. A huge shift happens, because a lot of times people are in relationships and they have these kids because they didn't have that identity of self. They didn't know themselves. So they felt like, let me just do what everybody's doing, because that's truly the safe route, the normal route. Trust me saying all this and how I'm moving and how I'm living my life is truly out of ordinary. It's like out of order. You are stepping away from the matrix, Tara. You are stepping away from what people are being told what to do, or what people are being fed what is the route to go. And you are choosing your own path. And I believe that we should all choose our own path and do what makes our souls happy. And by doing what makes your soul happy, as you know, like, I feel as though, like, men just be wanting women just so they can just have their seed. But then men can still travel, work, and live their life. They don't have to just be at home with their child. They have to provide and they have to work, but they still have them. They still can get up and go. But women, you know, you gotta breastfeed the baby guy, gotta bring all these backpacks. I think about all the small details when it comes to having a kid. So you mean to tell me I gotta go to Walmart, I just need to get some tomatoes, but I gotta have this child come with me, because I can't leave him alone. And then I got to bring the diaper bag. I got to bring the car seat. I can't just get up and go. You really got to look at all the minor details. And it's a job. And I commend the mothers. I commend the fathers. Because somebody had to do it. It's not going to be me, though. I'm sorry. Somebody really had to bring the next generation here. And I just thank you for truly bringing our generation here and raising our generation. I am going to help you by any means, because you need a babysitter, like you need a nanny, you need a teacher, you need to give your kids off so you can have some sanity in your life. So we have to commend the people that choose to not have kids by choice, because now they have the willpower, the energy to just be like, bring your kids. Yes, I'll take your kids. I'll watch your kids. I help, because it takes a village to raise a child, and I'm just going to be a part of the village. And the last thing as well, we cannot look past postpartum depression. Women go through this so much after having a child, because they realize, whoa, a reality check. I have to truly take care of this whole human. I have to neglect myself. You can't even truly take a shower when you have a newborn. You can't truly do what you want to do. You can't get your nails done. You can't spend money how you want to spend, because now you are responsible for a whole nother life that did not ask to be here. Postpartum depression is so real. And women, if you ever have it, please reach out. I will uplift your energy real quick. You are not alone. You are not alone. You are the closest thing to God. A black woman having children a black king come out of you, a black woman come out of you. It's just like, you are magnificent, queen. How you are using your womb to truly have this bigger purpose. Mothers are just such a huge purpose, and our purpose is no different than each other. And I commend the mothers out here that really, truly are nice to their kids and that give it up to their kids, that are living for their kids, because you deserve all the flowers. You deserve all the flowers, and you do not deserve to do it alone. And that's another thing. You know, I get this question, oh, do you want kids? I mean, I can't have a child alone. I'm not going to have a kid alone. And I'm not going to raise a kid by myself. And that's like, we just normalizing that a little too much, because I believe a child should have a masculine energy and a feminine energy in the household together. I believe in marriage. I believe in unity. I believe that it takes two people to have a kid, not just one. So, and I be looking around when they ask that question. I'm like, do you see me got a rock on my finger? Do you see me got a husband? You feel me? And it's all in God's hands at this point. If I do, you know, get a husband, you know. But I'm truly so blessed to live the life of my dreams. I'm so blessed to be at this state of awareness, of consciousness, to know myself, to make these conscious decisions that I want to be on my Mother Teresa. I really want to be on my Mother Teresa. So, and that's how I'm gonna live. I am going to be a philanthropist out here. I already wrote it down. You know, it's already in existence, and I just had to, you know, really put it on YouTube to really manifest it. You got to speak life over here. I appreciate you, family, so much for tuning into the Child Free by Choice live. You feel me? And don't be ashamed of the decisions that you make. It's your life, it's your choice, and don't let nobody tell you otherwise. Do you, boo? I love you. Hit that subscribe button, alright? Hit that subscribe button. And it's Tara Chantel.